All right, Coach, obviously, a tough loss tonight. Just kind of take me through everything that you've seen throughout the game today.
Well, I mean, they dominated us on both sides of the football. So congratulations to Coach Rebo, Nicholls State for winning the Southland Conference, and they'll go on to represent us in the playoffs, national playoffs. So I thought they did a great job.
There was some moments throughout the game where you seemed to be gaining some positive momentum, and it get brought back because of penalties, not just holding this time, but a lot of personal fouls, a lot of unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, lack of discipline really raised its head tonight. We had the 2 penalties early, and we had some adversity, and our guys didn't handle it well at all. So, it's something it's addressed, and we'll continue to address it, and we'll move on from some of those players.
When it's something like that in a game that takes away from their momentum, how do you try to get that momentum back, throughout the game?
Yeah, well, this game's all about you got to be in tune, locked in, focused the entire time. So when you get involved in the after the play stuff, that means it tells you right there you're not really locked in and you're not focused on what you need to be doing. So that's why we saw the mistakes that we did because of the lack of discipline. Those post-play penalties are what really kill you when things like that. Those are indicative of those problems.
A lot through the first half. Lorenzo Nunes came in for a play or two. He came in and ran the ball for a few yards. Was that something that you wanted to try to include in the offense? Was to try to get Nunes more involved?
Yeah, I mean, we carry a package in for him, and he's had some injuries this year, but so we carry a package in for him each week, and we try to get him to football, do some things with him. He's a special player, so we try to make use of him the best we can.
Offense really wasn't clicking, throughout the game. Was there a specific game plan you were trying to come in with, just whether through the air or through the ground, with Darren Johnson and Marcus Cooper, back healthy? Was there trying to be a more balanced attack or through the air, or what was the plan going into the game?
Yeah, take advantage of what Nicholls gave us, and I thought we ran the football early. We just had those 2 turnovers right off the bat, and then you saw us lose momentum and you saw us lose focus. And that momentum jumped on their side, and they were able to do some things with it. And when you don't score any points in a football game, you can't expect anybody to look good on offense, and we didn't.
Obviously, I know it's kind of tough to address the entire season as a whole, but your first year as a head coach, how would you kind of summarize it your way?
Yeah, disappointing from the standpoint of the record, but at the same time, there's a lot of things to build and grow on, and we got some players to build and grow with. We'll supplement this team with incoming freshmen and some possible transfers and things like that in need areas, and we'll start growing this thing again in January. But we'll get started in the weight room on Monday with our guys that are coming back, and we'll start moving forward. The entire program's got to be reevaluated from me all the way down. The offense, defense, special teams, strength staff, equipment staff, training staff, everything. We got to find ways to do everything better than what we did this year.
What is your biggest takeaway going from this year heading into next year, which is second year?
Well, it'll be interesting. We'll have a head start, obviously, in recruiting. I think that'll be the biggest thing. Make sure that we get the right guys in here that we want for vision that we see for the future of us, building a foundation. And then from there, we'll go into spring ball, and we'll be a step ahead on that, too, because of the familiarity with the things we're going to do on both sides of the football. Thank you.